Outlast is a phenomenal horror game created by indie developer Red Barrels all the way back in 2013, and is still among one of the best horror games of all time. Its unsettling atmosphere and bone-chilling music is enough to keep you on the edge of your seat. Armed with nothing but a camera equipped with night vision, you must venture through Mount Massive Asylum, whilst being hunted down by a bunch of serial killers. In this video, we'll be going over what to do when you encounter each of Outlast's characters, including the ones in the Whistleblower DLC. By the way, I am aware that this game is super old, so fuck off. Whether you're a beginner who's new to the game and wants to get good, or a cunt who wants to see how much info I got right, sit back and enjoy as I won't be showing any spoilers for Outlast or the DLC. Without any further ado, let's jump straight into this fucking video. The first character we will be looking at is Chris Walker. He is one of the main antagonists, and is present throughout your entire journey. Watch out for the sound of rattling chains, because they mean that he is nearby, so don't fuck around. He isn't very fast in a chase, but he is quite powerful and can kill you in a single punch on hard difficulty or higher, so don't let him get a hold of you. He is too fat, and cannot squeeze through gaps and crawl through small holes as a result, but if Chris is pursuing you, do not try to crawl through a gap to escape him, as he can grab you and pull you out, and if you're playing on hard difficulty or higher, Chris will kill you on the spot. The same thing goes for when Chris Walker finds you in a locker. But now, let's move on to the next character. The next character we will be looking at is Dr. Trager. He is much faster than Chris Walker, but you can still easily outrun him. Trager is a psychotic doctor who takes pleasure in torturing and killing unlucky bastards for his own entertainment. He wanders about with a massive pair of scissors, and makes you remember why you were scared shitless by the doctor's office when you were a kid. He refers to you as buddy.
Let's take a break, huh, buddy?
However, Dr. Trager is the furthest thing from a buddy, as he wants nothing but for you to die the most horrible and painful death. There isn't much to say about him, as his section is extremely short, so let's move on. The next characters we'll be talking about are the twins. They walk around bare ass naked, and they are obedient to Father Martin.
Father Martin's man.
Maybe.
He looks nervous.
I would like to kill him.
As would I.
The preacher asked us not to.
It would be impolite.
The twins openly express their desires of killing Miles and taking his liver and tongue.
I want his tongue. And liver.
They are yours.
Unlike other inmates, they prefer to be silent when pursuing Miles. For instance, neither of them run or speak while they are chasing Miles, and open doors like normal fucking people rather than bashing them down. They prefer to flank their victims by using lengthy corridors. The twins are by far the biggest threats in the game, as there is no way to tell if they've spotted you, as the music stays the same. On top of that, there is no way to know where they are, due to them being extremely silent. It's hard to search for them without running straight into them. Whatever you do, don't go near either of them, as doing so will result in a swift death, no matter the difficulty. So, you've got twins wandering around with their dicks flopping about trying to murder you with machetes and cleavers. The twins do not have any official names, so they're just called the twins. It's also worth noting that if you hide under a bed, you will be completely safe from both of them even if they literally watched you crawl under it. These two are actually pretty fucking horrifying, so let's move on. The next character we'll be looking at is Frank Manera. Frank Manera is present exclusively in the Whistleblower DLC. He is a cannibal who craves human meat and enjoys to cut people up and eat them. He walks around with a buzzsaw and can kill you in 3 hits on normal difficulty, 2 hits on hard difficulty, and 2 hits again on nightmare difficulty. When you hear the revving of a buzzsaw, be vigilant because he is nearby.
It was at this moment that he knew. He fucked up.
There isn't that much else to say about Frank, so let's move on. Up next we have Eddie Gluskin, also known as the Groom. Just like Frank, Eddie is only present in the Whistleblower DLC. He mercilessly pursues Waylon Park in an attempt to make him his wife and calls Waylon darling. Eddie has misogynistic fantasies and mutilates other men to make them look like his ideal bride. You can tell Eddie's location because you can hear him singing I Want a Girl.
When I was a boy, my mother often said to me, "Get married, son, and see how happy you will be."
When he is pursuing you, Eddie doesn't run, rather than he speed walks. Waylon has a severed leg most of the game, so he isn't much faster than the Groom. Just like the twins, Eddie opens doors instead of busting them down, being the true gentleman he is. He can kill you in 2 hits on normal difficulty, 1 hit on hard, and 1 hit again on nightmare difficulty, so he's a really big threat. His chase theme is also fucking terrifying. And last but not least, we have the Wall Rider, also known as the Swarm. The Swarm is the main antagonist of Outlast, and is present in both the base game and Whistleblower. It has the characteristics of a paranormal entity, but I assure you that it isn't. From the naked eye, the Wall Rider is nearly invisible except from a hardly noticeable black aura, and can only be seen when it is ridiculously close to Miles, and if that's the case, then you're fucked. It can only be viewed from any distance with the help of the camera's night vision. When the Swarm is chasing you, whatever you do, don't try to hide in a locker, because the Wall Rider can't be fooled, and it will kill you instantly, no matter the difficulty. Closing a door will only buy you a few seconds while it passes underneath the door. The only way to escape the Wall Rider is to go through a decontamination gate. The Swarm cannot pass through the decontamination gate, so you'll be completely safe after you pass through, for the time being. So when it is after you, you should be scrambling to find a decontamination gate. If you get cornered at a dead end, then get ready to watch Miles or Waylon get brutally slaughtered at the hands of the Wall Rider. The Wall Rider can kill you in 2 hits on every difficulty, and makes really unsettling noises. You can keep track of its location and know if it is nearby depending on whether you can hear said unsettling noises. The Swarm is extremely powerful. It has the power to attack and kill whoever it wants to, as well as hurl its victims across a room. It can even phase through solid surfaces like a fucking hacker. The Wall Rider is one thing that you don't wanna piss off. It is the strongest enemy in the entire game. I wouldn't be able to say much more without getting into spoilers. And I said that there wouldn't be any spoilers, so let's just end it right here.